Hi guys, Philip here, and as you can see, yesterday I hopped on for a little bit and traded a couple of races, and I won £36.95. And I've not been trading much the last week or two. I've been just really busy, just traveling and doing things and working, so I've been busy doing other stuff. I'm also busy planning out the course I'm creating for you guys for the pre-race horse market trading and in-play trading. But you can see here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put in some positions here on the favourite. I am popping in some £50 stakes ahead of the queue here with the anticipation of being popped in ahead of the queue, so that when the price goes up or down, I can then do some directional scalping. And what this means is that I am entering the market with my orders to be ahead of the queue. And when the price moves towards that one, I'm going to go ahead and enter on the lay side or the back side, sort of preempting the fact that the price will continue to go in that direction. So that if for example, here on this favorite here, if the price comes to 4.4 and I can see on back side that 152 disappears, I'll then go on the lay side and quickly be matched on both sides with the assumption the price will come up and touch the 4.5 because of the fact that I'm ahead of the queue, I'm first in, so that means I will be matched first. Okay, so I've now got my bets in the market. I'm just going to wait because you can see that there's still 5 or 6 minutes left. The liquidity is almost zero, and obviously there's only £25,000 match, so there's nothing really happening right now. But obviously you need to be coming quite early in the market so you can actually get ahead of the queue. There's no point turning up 1 minute beforehand and sitting waiting on top of like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds, because that means that this strategy is less effective. And so all I can do now is just basically sit and wait and see how this pans out. But while I'm waiting, I can tell you that I am in the process of planning and recording the course that I'm going to create for you guys about the pre-race and the in-play trading. Obviously, there's a lot to cover, so I can't just create it in 1 or 2 days. It's going to take a while, so please be patient. But I do appreciate your support. And of course, if you can subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that because that means that YouTube will use that subscription and your profile to build up a catalog of other people who may like my videos and share that with them as well. So if you can like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me, so thank you so much. It helps me grow as well. Boom. So you can see now that the price is going up, and you can see it's at 4.4, okay? So if that 167 disappears, right, just give it a second here. I'm going to go on the lay side. There, boom, see that? Click, enter, get your bet matched, and then now you can see there's £300 there sitting at 4.4, and that means my price right there, boom, gets taken straight away because the price is likely to stay there for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and because I'm ahead of the queue, it means that I'm out quickly. So it's like directional scalping. And now you can see I'm just in the clear so fast I could barely narrate it fast enough, right? So you can see now I can re-enter, okay, and do it again. So in theory now, because the price hasn't moved, I could in theory enter back in at 4.2, 4.1, or 4 with another £50 bet and wait for that. Okay, but obviously I'm talking and trading some time, so I'm kind of just doing this here as a demo, as it were. And so now you can see I'm going to sit here and wait and hover over the 4.7. If the price comes up to 4.7, then again I'll lay it immediately as fast as I can and get matched on 4.7 before the price touches 4.8. Okay, so obviously a bit of speed is needed. And nerves of steel, as it were, because obviously right now you can see there's 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9, 5, 5.1. I've got 2 positions there. So if a big stake comes in and swallows up those positions, then yeah, there's going to be cause a bit of flurry there, and I'll have to react quickly. But that's just the risk you take when you have the sort of bets open, waiting, right? Because that's what happens. So you can see it's at 4.7. So I'm going to now quickly hover over here and see if I'm going to go on the lay side, because if that 90 odd pounds disappears or goes down, I will go on the lay side there to be matched and then for the price to go up. But obviously I'm trading kind of the order flow here, as it were, so I need to make sure there's more money coming up behind me. The weight of money needs to be on my favor, so the price is most likely to continue going up for even just 1 tick. So you can see there I have to be patient. Nothing happened. And again, now I can in theory go on the bottom end here, but you can see there's a bit of a flurry there, so I took it away straight away. But I can now in theory go to 4.1 or 4 and do that same again, get in, wait for the queue to build up as the price comes down, and then I can go back in. But you can see here now I'm approaching the 2 minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove these here, because obviously, as we know, on the 2 minute mark, there's a big spike. So normally what I would do, I would remove these, but I'm probably going to leave them here now just for this demo, right? But obviously be aware of 2 minute mark, because on the 2 minute mark, there's usually a big flurry of cash. So if you have an open bet waiting in the queue, or if you have a bet waiting in the queue, then be aware that the price might go against you quite quickly at the 2 minute mark. So you can see now 2 minutes, right? And now you should see that. Suddenly there's a big flurry of bets coming in all across the board. It wasn't that bad this one here. Normally it's much worse. So that's fine. You can see now, boom, right? I was a bit slow there, but the price got taken, right? So my attention there was on a different part of the ladder, very briefly, just a flash of a second. The price came up and it touched my position before I could get the lay trade in. So that one there, not the best execution, but because the favorite is a weak one, it's very safe, because it looks like it's probably going to continue to drift. So now I've got an open trade there in the market. I'm waiting for it to go back up again to 4.8. So now I have a choice. I can scratch it, right? I can scratch it for 0, right? Which is probably a sensible thing to do. Or I can wait a few seconds here and see what happens. Now, because I'm watching the market, you can see the second favorite is at the bottom's range and is looking like it might break through the 6. And also, there's nothing really happening. As you can see, there's only £52,000 matched. The liquidity isn't that great. So the chances of these horses are running away, as it were, right, pun intended, is quite unlikely. So I'm quite happy to sit there and wait. And as you can see now, at 4.8, the price has not been taken. And I'm entering a few stakes there down the bottom as well to repeat the process. But you can see there's only £5.55 left in the market there, and that should be taken now. There you go. Okay, job done, right? So you can see there, guys, this is a very simple and fairly safe strategy here to use. Obviously, you have to pick your races carefully. Try and stick to handicap races if you can. Try and stick to races like this here, where the favorite isn't really a big favorite, so the prices aren't going to move that drastically. And this here, guys, a very simple way for you to trade. Sit and wait, be ahead of the queue, and just let things move towards you. When the price moves towards you, you jump in with a quick scalp. And of course, guys, please remember to use small stakes, okay? But for now, I'll jump on the next one here, and we'll see what happens in the next one. Alright, so we're on the next one here, and I'm going to use £100 stakes this time, slightly bigger stakes. And so I'll just pop in here on the favourite, and again I'll position my positions 2 or 3 ticks ahead. I'll pick ones where the price there's less money waiting to be matched. That way I will be first in the queue, as it were. Okay, and you can see there's 3 minutes on the clock here, and the question is now, will the price go through the 4, or will it continue down, or what's going to happen here? Okay, so I'm just getting a position there ahead of the queue, but I'm not going to go in too heavy there. So I'll leave the 100 at 4.3, and I'm going to give it a second here now to see what happens here, because you can see the favorite now coming down in price, and if that touches the 3.8, I'll jump in there with a quick 100, take that position, be matched on both sides quickly, and just give it a second here. Come down, boom, straight in there, because I have a £100 stake, and my position, my stake will take up the whole 3.8 there. And now I'm going to wait. You can see there's money coming back on the backside here. Also, because this horse is the favorite, as you can see, it means that there's more likely for the price to come in a little bit than it is to go out. So I'll go ahead and move this down here 1 tick as well. That's the advantage of the strategy here, is the fact that if you get a feel for the market, if you get a read for the market, you can sort of increase your profits, as it were, by moving the stake down if you want to. Okay, because you can see the second favorite there and the third favorite, there's nothing really happening on those at all, and even though there's very little liquidity, now you can see the 2 minute mark's coming up. Okay, and I have a sneaky feeling that the price is going to come in on the favorite here. Because the other horses are complete donkeys, and the favourite is at the top of his range. And if I were a punter, I would bet back in the favourite. There you go. Okay, so the price now comes down, as you can see. And you can see the second favourite is drifting out. There's money coming in for the third favourite as well. Now, if the favourite here comes down all the way to 3.2, 3.25, I will go on the lay side, because you can see this market here is not a strong one. Okay, so I'm going to pop in here with a £500 stake. On the lay side, I'm overstaking here for sure. I'm overstaking. So don't do this here yourself. Okay, I'm doing this here because I feel very confident about this here, because you can see the third favorite has come to 6s, and the favorite has come down to the 3.4 mark at the bottom of his range. So I'm quite comfortable doing this, because I know that the favorite, due to the market being so low in volume, and so there's nothing happening here at all, the favorite is not going to come down and come down and come down and come down and come down. Because it's not strong enough, right? That's simple. So you can see now the price is now solidifying. I'm slowly exiting this trade now, because it's only 1 minute on the clock, and because it's only a 1 mile race, they are going out of the stalls, so there's no lining up, so there's no last minute price reversals and so on in terms of what can happen to the horse, right? And you can see there it's very quickly, very simple, and it's all done. Okay. And like I said before, guys, the reason why I went in there so heavily was because the favorite there came out to the bottom of his range, and the way the market was flowing, I could see that the price was going to come back up again, because there's not enough money flowing around for the favorite to keep coming in. There's no reason for it to keep coming in, particularly because it would have also had to cross the free resistance point, which it wouldn't do. Okay, or it's unlikely to do. Right? I never know what's going to happen, but I'm trading on what's the most likely thing to happen. Okay. And with the second favorite drifting, and with the third favorite coming in as well, I knew that that was the most likely outcome. Okay, so anyway, a quick and simple trade, and now I'm going to head off and continue my day. And yeah, guys, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.